the news hit like a bombshell. Matthew Perry, beloved actor, was gone. He was more than just Chandler Bing, the sarcastic heartthrob from Friends. He was a talented artist, a comedic genius. His laughter had once filled millions of homes. Now, there was only silence, the official cause of death, a tragic overdose. The world mourned. Fans were devastated. How could this happen? How could someone so full of life be gone so soon? Whispers began circulating. There were rumors, dark hints of something more sinister than a simple overdose. Could this be more than just a tragic accident? The entertainment industry, with its glittering facade, often hides dark secrets. Behind the red carpets and flashing lights, a darker side lurks. Substance abuse is a silent epidemic, claiming victims from all walks of life. But Matthew Perry's death felt different. It wasn't just another celebrity succumbing to addiction. There was a sense that something was terribly wrong. The whispers grew louder, fueled by anonymous sources and leaked information. Had Perry relapsed? Was there foul play involved? The line between speculation and truth blurred. The public demanded answers. The police launched an investigation. Detectives descended upon Perry's home, a place that had once been filled with laughter and joy. Now, it was a crime scene. Every surface, every object held a potential clue. The air was thick with the weight of unanswered questions. The investigation was a meticulous process. Phone records were scrutinized, text messages were analyzed, security footage was reviewed frame by frame. The detectives followed every lead, determined to uncover the truth. The investigation took a dramatic turn when detectives uncovered a series of suspicious prescriptions written in Perry's name. These weren't just for painkillers or antidepressants. These prescriptions were for powerful opioids, highly addictive and potentially lethal. The trail led to two individuals, a prominent Beverly Hills physician and a low-level street dealer. The doctor, known for his lavish lifestyle and celebrity clientele, had a reputation for overprescribing powerful medications. The dealer, a shadowy figure operating in the city's underbelly, was known to traffic in prescription drugs. Section 5. The Doctor and the Dealer. The doctor, with his tailored suits and million-dollar smile, seemed untouchable. He was the epitome of success, a beacon of hope for those who could afford his services. His office, adorned with certificates and accolades, was a testament to his skill and reputation. He catered to the rich and famous, offering them a quick fix for their ailments, real or imagined. Celebrities and high-profile clients flocked to him, seeking his expertise and discretion. He was their go-to for everything from minor discomforts to more serious conditions. His patients trusted him, unaware of the dangerous game he was playing. They saw him as a savior, a miracle worker who could alleviate their pain and suffering. Little did they know, he was leading them down a perilous path. The dealer, on the other hand, was a creature of the shadows. He thrived in the underbelly of the city, where desperation and addiction were rampant. His world was one of secrecy and danger, far removed from the doctor's polished facade. He moved through the city's dark corners, preying on the desperate and vulnerable. His clients were those who had nowhere else to turn, individuals who had fallen through the cracks of society. He offered them an escape, a temporary relief from their struggles. He was a master manipulator, exploiting addiction for profit. Every transaction was a calculated move, designed to keep his clients coming back for more. He knew their weaknesses and used them to his advantage, ensuring a steady stream of income. Together, the doctor and the dealer formed a deadly partnership, fueling the opioid epidemic that was ravaging the nation. Their collaboration was a perfect storm of greed and exploitation, with devastating consequences for countless lives. The doctor's legitimacy and the dealer's street smarts created a pipeline of addiction, one that was nearly impossible to escape. As the crisis grew, so did their power and influence, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Section 6. A broken system. The investigation into Matthew Perry's death exposed a broken system, one where profit trumps patient care. Doctors sworn to do no harm were lining their pockets by prescribing addictive medications. Dealers, motivated by greed, were profiting from the suffering of others. The opioid epidemic had become a national crisis, claiming thousands of lives each year. Families were torn apart. Communities were devastated. Yet, the problem persisted, fueled by a complex web of factors: corporate greed, lax regulations, and a lack of access to addiction treatment. Section 7. The weight of a prescription. A prescription, a simple piece of paper. Yet it holds immense power. It is a bridge between suffering and relief, a promise of better days. It has the power to heal, to alleviate suffering. In the hands of a skilled physician, it can be a lifeline, a beacon of hope for those in pain. But in the wrong hands, it can also become a weapon, a tool of destruction. Misuse and abuse of prescription medications can lead to devastating consequences. Opioid painkillers, while effective in treating acute pain, carry a high risk of addiction. These medications, derived from the opium poppy, are potent and can be life-saving when used correctly. The human brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. This fundamental drive is what makes opioids so dangerous. Opioids hijack this system, flooding the brain with dopamine, creating a sense of euphoria. This intense pleasure can be alluring, drawing individuals into a cycle of use and misuse. But this feeling is fleeting, and tolerance builds quickly. The brain adapts, requiring more of the drug to achieve the same effect. Soon the user needs higher and higher doses just to feel normal, leading down a dangerous path of dependence and addiction. What started as a means to manage pain can spiral into a relentless pursuit of relief, overshadowing every aspect of life. The impact extends beyond the individual, affecting families, communities, and society at large. The weight of a prescription is heavy, and its consequences far-reaching. It is crucial to approach prescription medications with respect and caution, understanding their potential for both healing and harm. Education, awareness, and responsible prescribing practices are key to mitigating the risks associated with these powerful drugs. For those struggling with addiction, there is hope. Support, treatment, and compassion can pave the way to recovery, helping individuals reclaim their lives from the grip of addiction. Section 8. Seeking justice, seeking change. The arrests of the doctor and the dealer were a small victory in the fight against the opioid epidemic. But true justice would require systemic change. It would require holding pharmaceutical companies accountable for their role in fueling the crisis. It would require expanding access to addiction treatment and support services. Matthew Perry's death, while tragic, served as a wake-up call. It shone a light on the devastating consequences of addiction and the urgent need for change. His legacy, however, would be defined not by his death, but by the movement it inspired. Section 9. A call for accountability. The fight against the opioid epidemic is not a sprint, it's a marathon. This long and arduous journey requires endurance, resilience, and unwavering commitment from all sectors of society. Just like a marathon, it demands preparation, strategy, and the collective effort of a community. It requires a multi-pronged approach, one that addresses both the supply and demand sides of the crisis. This means not only curbing the availability of opioids, but also reducing the demand through education, prevention, and treatment programs. Collaboration among healthcare providers, law enforcement, policymakers, and community organizations is essential. We need stricter regulations on opioid prescribing practices. Doctors must be vigilant and judicious in their prescribing habits, ensuring that opioids are only used when absolutely necessary and in the safest manner possible. This includes better training for healthcare professionals on pain management and alternative treatments. We need to hold pharmaceutical companies accountable for their deceptive marketing tactics. These companies have played a significant role in the opioid crisis by downplaying the risks of addiction and aggressively promoting their products. Legal action and stringent regulations are necessary to prevent such unethical practices in the future. And we need to invest in research and development of non-addictive pain management alternatives. This includes funding for innovative treatments and therapies that can provide relief without the risk of addiction. By prioritizing research, we can find safer and more effective ways to manage pain. But most importantly, we need to change the way we view addiction. Addiction should be seen through the lens of public health, not criminal justice. This shift in perspective is crucial for creating effective treatment and support systems. It's not a moral failing. Addiction is a complex interplay of genetic, environmental and psychological factors. Understanding this can help us approach the issue with empathy and compassion. It's a chronic, relapsing disease that requires comprehensive treatment and long-term support. This means providing access to medical care, counseling and social services that can help individuals recover and rebuild their lives. We need to break down the stigma surrounding addiction and create a culture of compassion and understanding. By fostering an environment where individuals feel safe to seek help, we can make significant strides in combating the opioid epidemic. Together, we can build a society that supports recovery and values every human life. Section 10. Remembering Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry was more than just a statistic, another victim of the opioid epidemic. He was a talented actor, a beloved friend, and a son gone too soon. His death was a profound loss felt by millions around the world. But his legacy lives on, inspiring us to fight for a world free from the grip of addiction. Remember Matthew Perry, remember his laughter, remember his talent, and remember his struggle. Let his story be a catalyst for change, a reminder that behind the glitz and glamour, there are real people battling real demons.